Germany could soon find itself in trouble as Angela Merkel's successor is on a collision course with the EU and several other Western countries over Russia and China. Armin Laschet has been appointed new federal chairman of Germany's center-right Christian Democrats (CDU). He was elected earlier this month, in a runoff against conservative Friedrich Merz by 521 votes to 466, to resolve a three-way contest that also featured outsider Norbert Röttgen. Among the three candidates, Mr. Laschet, who since 2017 has been the premier of Germany's most populous state North Rhine-Westphalia, is the one who stands most strongly for a continuation of Angela Merkel's course and a CDU of the center. In his victory speech, Mr. Laschet promised to fight for the party to do well in upcoming regional elections and to keep hold of the position of chancellor. He is generally seen in line with Mrs. Merkel's views on key issues. However, Mr. Laschet has expressed views on Russia, Syria and China that put him outside the CDU mainstream and which have now come back to haunt him. He warned against demonizing Russian President Vladimir Putin for his annexation of Crimea, criticized Washington for supporting rebels trying to overthrow Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, and, as leader of the German state with the closest economic ties to China, voiced support for deepening the relationship with Beijing. Asked in November about shutting out Chinese telecommunications group Huawei from Germany's 5G network, a move supported by his CDU rivals Mr. Röttgen and Mr. Merz, Mr. Laschet repeated Mrs. Merkel's economy over security talking points. He said, the consequences of exclusion would be a delay in deploying this technology. That can't be our goal. As an export-oriented country we have a large interest in free trade. German business lives from international exports, also those to China. Particularly striking were the remarks he made at the German-Russian Forum in Berlin a year ago, in which he appeared to cast doubt on whether Russia was engaged in election meddling, cyberattacks and disinformation campaigns, saying there was a need to clear up which of these allegations were true and which are invented. A year earlier, in the aftermath of Russia's poisoning of former intelligence officer Sergei Skripal and his daughter in Salisbury, he openly questioned the British government's blaming of Moscow for the attack. His controversial foreign policy views are likely to cause upheaval in Germany if he does become chancellor, as members of the German parliament and several leading industrial countries are asking for a tougher line on China and Russia. Noah Barkin, a managing editor with the research firm the Rhodium Group, told CNBC, there is a great deal of pressure to be stricter with China. Under Merkel, Germany did not really have red lines.